A little delayed. I mean, talk about my sex life, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, welcome back to the Terminally Online podcast. Today we are having with us a very esteemed guest, Jon Mp4. He is a known editor and
Known.
he is a known murderer. Guys, are we live? Anyways, thanks for coming on, Jon. We'd love to pick your brain about the RuneScape community, editing, maybe some cool niche little tidbits that people may not know about you. And yeah, we appreciate you being here. So,
For sure, I'm glad to be here.
I want to continue with our previous conversation. So, the Pope invented Christian hardstyle. It was actually went back to the Crusades.
Yeah, I think Christian hardstyle would pop low key. I think it would go kind of crazy. Also, yes, Skillet is a Christian rock band, dude, and they have
two good songs. They have two good songs, bro.
Awake and Monster.
Name another one.
Or it's Awake and Alive and Monster.
Yeah,
right?
I think the one I know
one.
is Alive from like playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I don't know any other songs. But
yeah.
Speaking of,
I feel like a monster.
Yo, Jon, Oblivion dropped today. What's the temperature on that?
I don't even know what Oblivion is, bro. I only play RuneScape Dragon Wild. You know what I mean?
Holy shit.
Oh,
whoa.
Okay.
Well, we got beef.
We got a RuneScape
beef.
Dragon Wild guy in the chat. All right, well, it's fuck Oblivion today.
It's like I played for 2 hours before I closed the game.
Yeah, but like I was there when you were playing it.
It was really
you
fun.
sounded like you were having fun.
No, it was great.
But like no one has opened the game since. I don't think so.
Dude, you guys hate it. Understandable.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fine. You can live vicariously through the videos that me and Uber are gonna make.
I'm excited to see those, bro. I don't know. I think people started playing without us, so like, we kind of just like stopped. And also, like I was super busy on that video that I was working on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. This guy's a fucking editor and shit.
Editor.
Yeah. He does editing for videos. For people you may know. Actually, who is the most like notable or like the most person with the most notoriety that you've edited for?
It's like I feel like it depends on what you mean by edited for, because like I've done stuff for like ST Peach and like Pokimane and shit, but like those
what
are
about
like
Jodat?
Yeah, Jodat, Boy, bro. The fucking
Boy,
kid.
yeah.
The kid.
No, yeah,
I miss that
insane.
guy. Can I just say that?
Dude, me too.
Like,
He
I
was
didn't
so
know
cool.
this, but like, I watched every Void video. And,
Seriously.
like, of course,
Like,
yes.
back in the
dude,
day.
and, like back in the day, and I saw like I swear I saw his credit to you every now and then
Yeah.
then when I heard of Jon, I'm like, dude, that guy edited for the kid.
The kid.
And
No,
like,
yeah. It was pretty cool. Like I used to always put like the RuneScape like sound effects in the videos and shit, so like people were liking those. I think I got a comment one time, like somebody asking me if like I enjoyed the new Forthos dungeon update when it dropped, like in the comments of a Void video. And like that was so funny to me. Like, yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, I used to fucking my league when I was in my league arc, my guy that I watched a lot was Civ HD. Do you remember that guy? Where he would do the like he would do like the 6 item.
Bro.
Yes, the dubstep ignite, and then he would do like the 6 item LeBlanc, or he would do the 6 rods LeBlanc. The shit was fucking. And he would just run around and fucking troll people. That shit was awesome.
Those videos are always cool.
That was peak
like, just
YouTube.
the people like fucking around in a game in a call. Like it was cool to see.
Yeah, no one has fun anymore, man.
Dude, yeah, bring back Sky Williams. Am I right, guys? Like,
whoa.
He's right.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's insane.
It's funny you're talking about like all the other people you've edited for outside of the RuneScape section, because I learned that you did that from a friend that I started playing New World with in like 2021, who I think edited with you. His name's Ornata. I don't know if
my god.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't know.
Ornata, bro.
Yeah, so I guess that's his name that he used.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he was like, yeah, like I know that guy, and I was like, you know Jon Mp4, like the guy who edits for RuneScape, because I just didn't know like your history of like who you edited for yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Like, how did you start getting into like editing for, I guess, like bigger creators when you were starting?
Like in the RuneScape scene, or are you talking about like
just like from like a like beginning standpoint when you learned that you wanted to do editing?
So like the first person that I actually edited for was Boy. It was back in like 2016, 2015, like super early, like super early. He like wasn't uploading on his channel and shit, and I liked to play League, so I was like, I don't know, I've had prior editing experience from like Call of Duty and stuff, so I just like sent him an email back like way back, and he just like responded, and like we started working together, and like I was pretty surprised that he just like gave me a chance like that, like off the bat, and like I don't know, like working with him,
sick.
like yeah, there was a lot of experience to be gained by doing that. So like I don't know, it was literally just an email. That's how I started, which is kind of
that's so
sick.
And then I guess from there it was literally just like connections. Like you said, you did stuff for fucking Pokimane and shit, which is just also fucking insane. By the way, like that is so crazy. And I will say that like whenever I'm talking to people and I just like, I don't know, when I talk to like new people, I often talk about my friends because I fucking love my friends. So I gloat about my friends. Oh, yeah. And like, that's definitely something that I'll bring up sometimes and be like, yeah, I'm friends with someone who's edited for Pokimane. So
it's like, it wasn't like the real Pokimane though. You know what I mean? Because like she's grown so much in popularity since like I was.
Oh, we know the GIF.
Yeah,
we know the GIF of the old Pokimane.
Of course.
That's
I just want to go on record and say I understand you, John. I am also the type of guy that if I was editing Pokimane's videos, you know, we are at work. It is
bro would not be hitting the deadlines.
Work appropriate.
Yeah,
I would be hitting my deadlines. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. I don't want to get into it, but like I was like. Never mind. No. We can't do this. No, we can't do this.
You started to go there. It got interesting.
I don't know if we can go there, bro. Honestly, like...
Dude, there's actually a lot of people around that sphere that we just can't. It doesn't matter to go there.
Yeah.
Like a certain Hispanic man that might have been in that house, but. Would you edit videos for a kill shelter?
Whoa.
A what?
I mean, would you edit videos for a kill shelter? Like, would you? Where does the line of duty stop?
It's like if the pay is there, bro, and my name wasn't on it.
Dude, like, this is the question. Okay. You're like, okay, if you made like $100,000 a year editing for a kill shelter, would you do it? That was the premise we were thinking. Maybe.
It's like I'm not killing people, bro. I don't know what the problem is.
Dude,
well, it's for animals.
This isn't about people, man.
Not people, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like the kill shelter is like when the animal
shelter. That's
yeah,
I
like
love
not
the prospect. A kill shelter is where like homeless people go.
Well, I was just thinking of like the worst possible like question you could have asked. So like
okay.
Yeah, you're thinking like dystopian, like not even like reality.
Yeah, no.
So it's like Alex goes around and be like, "Yeah, actually, my friend pulls the switch on the chair."
Yeah, he puts the soggy towel on his head before he flips the switch.
Oh my
kills
god,
that guy.
Oh my god, I'm crying. That is so funny. Well, I mean, I guess we know then now for sure that you would do it if it was like an animal kill shelter.
Oh no, yeah,
like, we don't even have to re-ask the question.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So, would you indiscriminately, just anyone?
Sorry, yeah. What did you say?
Would you kill with prejudice, or would you be, indiscriminate?
Would you be an impartial murderer? Is what he's asking you.
Fair opportunity murder.
Oh my god,
that's insane.
Do you think you could take a life?
No, bro. If literally, if somebody like handed me a gun and told me to like shoot them in the head, like there's no way I could do it. I could that is some insane shit to me. Like the fact that people are like sitting there saying like, oh yeah, I could definitely like kill somebody, bro. Like that's not me. That is
like those guys that own 20 guns. I'm just waiting for somebody. I'm just waiting for an opportunity.
If there was a homeless guy 35 yards out and you had a paintball gun or an airsoft gun in your hand, do you think you could shoot him?
Probably not.
Why
that's kind of a far distance, bro. 35 yards.
Why do we have to go back?
35 yards? I mean, for no like specific reason. I don't know anyone who's done anything like that.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So Alex basically shot a homeless guy. What was it with a BB or a paintball gun? Like specifically, what was it with again?
It was an airsoft gun.
Was it metal BB or plastic BB? Because those are like two different.
Have you
grades.
ever shot an airsoft gun?
Yeah.
It was my friend's airsoft gun. I don't fucking know. Bro just had the bullets in it.
I used to play airsoft.
This was back in like high school, bro. I was a demon. That was a different me. I'm a grown ass man who dresses like a high schooler now.
That's actually a good question, John. What would you tell your high school self right now?
Whoa.
I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm a loser. I feel like I've always been like a loser. I don't know. I don't know if there's like much growth that I've gone through that I would like be having the wisdom to talk to my high school self. I guess I would say like take shit more seriously. I guess like I don't know, like if I'm in a position where I can like be expanding my repertoire, like just take it, because like I feel like there's a lot of experience I haven't like really gained since I was in high school. So like, that's pretty much what I would tell my high school self. I was actually editing videos in high school in the library on my laptop for Voyboy,
That's lit.
which was like I don't know. I thought
that's so
that's a flex,
bro.
Yeah,
that's a humble flex right there.
Yeah,
that is.
See,
I would
losers
tell
were
my
in
high
there
school
reading.
self.
no,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're not a
birthday
loser.
money.
The losers were reading.
Yeah, but you edited for Voyboy.
Right,
You're him.
right.
Yeah.
True.
Fuck those losers.
Whoa.
You made it,
Whoa.
bro. You're him.
So did
Yeah.
Voyboy ever like? Did I just interrupt Alex again?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine, dude. I don't even care.
No,
Go ahead.
good.
No,
No,
fuck
good,
it. You're
No, whatever, dude.
So
Whatever.
do you know Voyboy like ever sorted out his like sabbatical and like his mental health stuff?
I don't know for sure. We haven't really been in contact so much in the past few years ever since he took a step back. So I'm not too sure. I think that he's been more active on like socials and stuff, which is good. I don't know if he's coming back to streaming anytime soon though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, dude, I feel like all these people who stopped streaming, making videos, like they're growing up, and I'm not. Like it felt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a family. I mean, I have a good job. It's like I'll have a family, bro. I guess that's it. I
Dude,
don't
you could
family.
have a wife and kid tomorrow if you wanted to.
Yeah, but like you'd have. See, that's the one thing I don't like about incel culture. Everybody's like, it's my fault that I'm, can't have sex. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, if you lower your standards to the absolute minimum, you would be banging multiple times tonight. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. But you're
not
so
wrong.
picky.
You're not actually
like,
not wrong on this take. There.
It sounds like I can't have sex, and it's like, dude, are you kidding me? Like,
Grow up, have sex. Come on,
Just fuck.
yeah,
It
just
blows my mind,
literally
bro.
have
But
sex. Like it's not
It's like
that
you're
hard,
not
guys.
an old guy though, are you? Are you like 35 years old? Like surely you're still in your 20s.
Whoa.
Well, how
is,
old do you
is
think I look?
35 old? Is 35 old?
No, 35 isn't old. My good friend, a cold one's 35. He's not old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Chungus. That guy is so nice.
It's like if I had to put
That's true.
a number to your face, I'd say like 28, 29.
I'm 26. I'm the same age as Mason.
Yeah, I'm 26 as well.
Oh my god.
Damn. Me
You're
and
old
Alex.
as fuck.
I
Me and
know,
Alex
dude.
are
I'm so
on
fucking
in
old.
this call.
Dude, I made a tweet about this the other day, but literally anytime I'm playing Valorant and like someone is like, yo, Alex, how old are you, man? And I'm like 29. And they're like, literally every time without fail, I get a fucking, God damn!
Yeah, bro. I was in a game with a bunch of high schoolers. Like it was like a 3-stack of high schoolers, and I'm there. I'm like,
Dude,
26
Lucky,
years old.
or-
Oh yeah, Alex knows about that one. But no, it was so weird. I had to like explain my life story to them because they were like, "Oh my god, you're 26, bro. You're so fucking old," and I had to just like say,
You have to
all
like
the- I
teach
don't
them
know.
a lesson.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
26 is actually not old. I'm actually living
gotta
my
tell
life
them-
right now.
Dude,
Yep.
the kid that said God damn to me last time, he asked if I was Unk, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm big bro at best. And then I told him I was 29. He said, nah, you Unk, bro. You Unk. You grandpa. You almost grandpa. And I'm like, dude, fucking.
Dude, you got to pull
No,
out
I'm
the,
not,
you got to
man.
pull out the scale that's like on Twitter where it's like it shows like YN, then like big bro, then Unk, then what's the next one? Pops or Gramps or whatever it is.
Pops.
It's like four ratios for being Gen X online terms.
Dude,
I'm always gonna be
Pops
YN,
feels-
bro. Young Noah.
You were born YN. You can't ever leave. Young Noah.
Dude, what the fuck does YN mean?
Dude. Young fella. That's what it means.
So, I have another question. Sorry, I have so many questions for you. I apologize, but
No, yeah.
okay. Who do you think is cooler in the RuneScape community? PKers or PvPers? If it was like lunch table style, you choose the cool kids or the lame kids. Is it PvPers or PKers?
Who's cooler, PKers or PVMers? Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, yeah, PVMers. Sorry.
I think that they're different types of cool. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like a PKer is going out to the club and like down in 13 shots of vodka or tequila or something, and like
Yeah.
a PVMer is just like chilling at home, like smoking a little weed. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like I
Extrovert
identify
versus
more.
introvert.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
identify more with the PVMer side for sure. That's like my take on it, really. It's like I feel like a PKer would shoot somebody. You know what I mean? A PVMer would not.
Yeah, they would kill somebody just to solve their problems. You know?
Yeah,
not dying. Take a trip to stab someone
to the kill shelter.
Yeah, the kill shelter. Not this again, man. We can't kill people in the kill shelter. It's just for animals. Can't murder people unless it's select people. Then maybe. I actually had a question, since you are also, other than an editor, I mean, you do like graphic design work and like motion effects and stuff. And you also just made a thumbnail for a Cold One, who you also edit for his new video. What's your opinion on the bigger creators who put like the most minimal effort into thumbnails versus like the people who actually try? Like, do you have an opinion on that at all? Or like, does it matter to have like a really good thumbnail?
So you're talking about like the old Bodhi style thumbnails, right? Versus like
or like
with Blender and shit, like the new gen,
like framed, or like any of those like bigger, like kind of like 200, 300K subs guys. Like they'll just like put like a picture of them in Lumbridge with like a pop up. Yeah. It'll be like super like minimal, like super like easy to make those, versus like where like you're like making something in Blender with like a render, or like creating like some sort of like huge visual for like a concept for a video.
I feel like a thumbnail, all it has to do is convey some type of like narrative and like pique your interest.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't matter if it's like done super well versus just like a screenshot of something. Like a good example is like the dragon dagger. Like I only have a dragon dagger in my bank. You know what I mean? Like those thumbnails, like are super, like they probably pique your, they're so easy, and they probably pique your interest more than like something that's done really well in Blender. But like I feel like it's just like a personal like style choice, really. Like you just go for whatever kind of thing like fits your vibe more. You know what I mean? It's like my take on it.
And I'm sure it's also like metrics based, where like if you use a certain one and it does better, then you just kind of use the same formula, especially if you're doing like a series or like just like a specific type of style of video.
When I was working with Kemp Q, that's something he would like super fixate on. Was like one type of thumbnail would do super well, and then he would just like want every single video following that to like be the same style. And it's like I respect that, but I also like I feel like that's not really the way to like go about doing things most of the time.
Yeah. So what
was it like to like sorry
no,
I wanted to, because he mentioned Kemp Q, and I wanted to ask, what is it like I assume you didn't have to compile all of the clips like that you had to edit for RS Chronicles, but like what was it like working for him as like his main editor? And like I know that like he wanted them done like very early in the morning, so I'm curious how that experience was for you, like overall.
Okay, so like at the start it was super hard to like be waking up that early. Like he wanted me up at like 8 a.m. and shit, and it's like I'm the guy who like wakes up at 1-2 p.m. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like at first it was like a super hard change to make, but honestly like the more I kept doing it, the more like I could actually see improvements to like my mood and like just life in general. So like it actually was like a crazy change, to be honest, to be waking up when the sun is out and shit. But like it was so stressful, like because we were doing it every single day at one point. And like when you know the like, okay, dude, I sound like a fucking idiot talking about how you have to get up early and work. But like I don't know. It's actually like a hard change to adjust to, for sure. Like it was really stressful. But I know there's people who wake up and go to the steel mill every day. So like I'm not.
I yearn for the mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Kemp Q know who I am? Be honest.
I think so. I mean, I'm sure he does, bro. Your name was like Murder Kemp Q or something on Twitter.
Kill Kemp Q with knives.
Kemp Q is a fed.
Oh yeah.
And I would for a while I would comment because I just like I wanted to make him laugh. I don't have nothing against Kemp Q, bro. I just wanted to poke fun. I watched the Chronicles as much as I could. Like it was just like a satirical like haha, and he never interacted with it, and I was like,
at all. I mean, I could ask him.
Dude, that's because he couldn't see it. He was at the fucking men's retreat, bro. He didn't have his phone.
Yeah, Kemp Q actually put me onto some Christian hardstyle while I was working for him, bro.
There's no way there's a real thing as Christian hardstyle. There's just like,
Dude,
I don't believe it.
I'm looking it up after this. I'm looking it up after
We
this.
gotta see. We gotta investigate.
Yeah.
Dude, so my job has like a prayer meeting every Monday. Is that something Kemp Q, you know?
Kemp Q loves the church. I don't know if he goes to prayer meetings every Monday, but I know that's like a big part of his life.
He made all of his like employees get into a Discord call, turn on cam, and like they couldn't hold hands, so they had to hold out their arms like this, so it looked like everyone was holding hands, and then he would make everyone say a prayer.
We did have we did have a meeting every week where we just like chatted shit. One time he called me when I was in the middle of the Inferno. It was like on wave 60 or something, and I was just like behind a pillar, and he calls me up and he like starts talking about the Bible and like God and Jesus and shit. And it was just, like...
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Can't make that up. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I mean, that would have piqued my interest. I love talking about theology.
No, we talked
Kemp,
for like half an hour about it. So
Kemp, bro, you should have interacted with me, bro. We can.
Dude, I would love to listen in on that conversation. It's like I don't follow any religion like super closely, but to hear Beandip and Kemp Q talk about religion for like an hour or two, I would go crazy for that. I'd pay $5 a month.
this Beandip guy knows too much, bro. What was the Pope's hat called again?
The Zacchetto.
The Zacchetto.
Yeah. The Zacchetto.
That sounds like a car in Grand Theft Auto.
Kind of does. Did you know?
Dude, it's like it does.
I gotta buy
since
that.
The Pope,
Spin the wheel at the
the
casino.
Pope did pass away. As of today, the Pope passed away 2 days ago. And I know a lot of people in the RuneScape community like don't really care about religion, but I want to say this: the Pope would call one of the Catholic churches in Palestine every night. He would call them every night to make sure they're okay, as well as.
Dude, you talking about religion made him leave. I hope you realize that. Oh, never mind.
Was
He's
that
back.
funny or no?
That was pretty good.
No,
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 that'd be
cut
perfect.
after he leaves. Like,
Yeah,
like
that'll
he
be
left
perfect
like
for the
ever.
promo. That'll be perfect for the promo. That'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We just need to start getting up and leaving whenever Beanut starts talking about some whack shit. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good bit. That would be a good recurring
good
bit.
tech,
That
yeah.
starts here today.
Jon
Dude, you need a
Mp4
message-
technology.
You need to message Kemp Q this whole time and be like, after this whole time, I just want to let you know that I'm Jewish. See how he reacts.
That's so funny.
Has Sater and Kemp Q has he been on like Sater's podcast? Because Sater loves to talk about religion, so I wonder if they talked about that. Like they had.
They were together. I don't know if it was once or twice, but they definitely.
I mean, Sater's an ex-Mormon, and I'm getting the feeling that Kemp Q is probably like non-denominational, like, you know, super mainline, like.
Yeah. But I think
mainlining.
Sater is very open-minded, so like I could see him just like probing him and like seeing like how he feels about like did you say Christianity or Catholicism?
Catholicism is Christianity.
It's like
People
a subsection of it, right?
Well, no.
I don't know.
Catholics are Christians.
Yeah.
Catholic means universal.
Oh.
Mhm.
I was raised Roman Catholic.
Dude. Roman?
I wasn't raised at all. I was just
Roman
left to my own
Atwood
devices.
Catholic?
Isn't that kind of
Dude,
like an intense like subsect of Catholicism? Is like the Roman Catholic thing, or am I like thinking of something
No,
else?
most Catholicism is Roman.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, okay,
I think
in
it's
my
pretty
town,
common.
so I'm next to a place where there's like for a while has been a very radical Catholic church, and like all the women wear jean skirts, like all of them do. And I worked with
Whoa.
one,
Whoa.
like long jean skirts, and like, you know,
Okay.
it's like
How
very
long?
like traditional. Very
Is she
for
hot?
like a year or two.
Do they go down to like your ankles, or like how low are we saying? Like
Okay, so I swear, like the most, you know, religious, pious woman you can meet, but she would chain smoke cigarettes. She would chain smoke those bitches, and I'm like,
So she is hot.
she's
mean,
getting hotter by the minute.
she's
Keep
aight.
talking.
Oh,
she's alright.
And she talk about going to parties and getting drunk and getting high. And I was like, at one point I was like, yo, isn't that like against your religion? And she's like, nah, it's just a Catholic thing. And keep in mind, this was like a very worldly, infamous church. Oh, John, do you know about the Westboro Baptist Church?
No, sorry.
Yeah, that's also around my area. Anyways, we gotta stop talking religion.
Yeah, can we not get demonetized before we're even monetized?
So talking about
awesome.
important figures and like the Pope, it's like John was the creator, the idea, his brainchild was political figures do top. How did that idea come to your fucking brain? And I want to know, how long did that video take to make?
This is actually kind of funny. Like, okay, it was obviously around like the time where everybody was making like the GTA, like presidents play GTA and like stuff like that. Like those were super popular. And we were just like, what if there was one where they're playing RuneScape together? And it's like, that's just kind of how it like came together. But we were literally just sitting in Discord. It was like me, Shelby, and Samuel. And then Mason was live. And I'm like, I go into Mason's chat and I'm like, yo, do you want to make a politicians do top video? You don't have to do anything. We're just going to record it and make it funny after. And like, he agreed to that. And we went on the top run. And like, everything in that video was like improv pretty much. Like all the funny shit that was happening. Like it was one take. Like we just went in and recorded it and did it. And like, it took 20 minutes to record.
That's so sick.
Yeah. I feel like there was a lot of cool stuff that actually happened in that. Like,
because there's a lot of dialogue. Yeah, there's like dialogue and like niche stuff that like if you actually do Theater of Blood in game, you'll know what it is. Yeah, I'll throw a pop-up of it for a section of it just so you guys can see. But
I think you forgot to accept me.
No, you didn't apply.
So you just went in without me?
Sorry, bud. Snooze, you lose.
Come on, Donald. We need Elon. Don't you remember what happened the last time you tried to solo freeze in a 5-man?
Not my fault you guys keep forgetting to scythe in 1-2.
What's an N12?
I don't know. Can we just pot? I need to get this KC so I can access the learner channel and we do raids.
Ready.
I think I'm good.
Okay, pot.
That
was
was
a good video.
certified hood classic for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people.
That's generational.
It's the magnum
opus.
opus.
So good. It's like it kind of is. That might be your Twitter magnum opus.
Of like
Twitter
RuneScape
for sure.
AI. Like, yeah, that has to be the magnum opus on Twitter at least. That's it.
A fucking banger.
Yeah.
God, it's like, okay, since we're going back in time, anyways. It's like, did you play RuneScape before Old School?
Dude, I was playing RuneScape in the 4th grade back in 2005.
Okay,
lit.
Okay, what is your favorite, like, okay, two parts to this. What is your favorite, like, era of RuneScape to play, and what is your favorite era of RuneScape to, like, watch in terms of content?
The favorite to play? I like the modern day RuneScape a lot. Like, maybe not 2025, but, like, back when there was no Blood Fury and Bandos was best, you know, like the torture Bandos top, like that was like sure my most fun, especially on the Iron Man, because like the gear wasn't like hours and hours and hours to get. Like you don't need to do necks and shit. So like as an Iron Man, that's probably my favorite
sucks.
era. Dude, it's so bad. It made me de-iron, bro. That's not the content for me, but I don't know. I like watching the modern RuneScape because there's always updates and shit that people can like make videos about, and I feel like there's always new stuff being added, and like the well of ideas on RuneScape has not dried up in like what 25 years. So like
kind of crazy how it keeps reinventing itself, especially on YouTube.
For sure.
It's like, as long as we don't get another Tile Man arc, I think I'll be fine.
No, for sure.
There's gonna be something similar at least.
God,
adjacent man.
Worse.
Yeah.
If RuneScape 3 never evolved to what it is, we wouldn't have as good of an old school RuneScape.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about RuneScape 3 to be honest. Like at all.
Like I feel like a lot
that might be true, but like also like remember that like Old School didn't even originally have a dev team. Like they had like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 guys working on it just to like fix bugs and stuff, but it originally wasn't supposed to get any updates, which is interesting to me as well.
Like the cooking noise in Old School RuneScape was literally like the guy recording his mom cooking a steak on the stove. Like that's how
that's awesome.
Rooted RuneScape is like.
Oh, dude,
that sucks.
It doesn't even sound like you're searing a steak. Must be a British.
British steak.
A British meal, yeah.
Dude, God. Okay, so the other day, it's like you said steak, and it reminded me of this. I think it was 2 nights ago now, but like me, John, and some of our other friends stayed up till like 5 a.m. just watching this guy cook steaks in the wild, like cook them on a rock.
And it was like the most entertaining thing you could ever watch. Like we were locked in for 3 hours or something.
Yeah, we were literally just all foaming at the fucking mouth because, like, dude, this guy cooked better food on a rock than I think any of us could chef up in a kitchen, like, combined. It was insane. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest because now I'm like thinking about it and I'm hungry as well.
You just hear it searing in your brain right now.
Dude, I need a steak.
I think
I need some steak and potatoes.
That night was the most hungry I've ever been in my entire life watching those videos.
None of us went and got food either, by the way. It's like we all just sat there and suffered for some reason.
That's like an iron will, I have to say.
It's like nothing would satisfy the hunger that I had at that moment. You know?
No. It was definitely like my tastes were too elevated to eat anything in my kitchen. It's like I need to go to like a fucking some highbrow. I need to go to fucking Hell's Kitchen and get a steak. Or I'm not eating like at all.
I've heard Hell's Kitchen is a bad experience.
I mean, I'm sure it's depending on like where you go. Like, I don't know.
I prefer other establishments.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Outback Steakhouse?
Longhorn?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
Where?
Never.
Never?
Never been to Vegas. But one thing I love is I love talking to people. Waiting in line to get groceries, I'm going to say what's up and see what you got going on tonight. Random guy on the street, I'm going to talk to him.
You're like
I feel like Vegas, I do. I can't, like, I don't understand why people are so antisocial these days. But if, are you like,
it depends. Like, I don't think that like I would initiate a conversation like that, but if somebody like comes up to me and starts talking to me, like I'm totally good to just like chat shit for however long in the grocery line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, life as an extrovert must just be completely different. It's like you're living on easy mode. Like I saw a video on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, of like this guy just doing shit. He finished putting his groceries in cart away and he just like walked up to some lady putting groceries in the back of her car and like was like helping her and like talking to her and I'm like, dude, it's like that's gotta be just playing on easy mode.
It's like are you born like that, or is it like something that like a skill that you learn and develop?
You can learn that.
I definitely think. I definitely think you can learn it because my uncle used to be very, very introverted, but like now, like I've heard our other family members like compliment him on his ability to like start conversations and like be extroverted and stuff. But like you can also definitely be born. Like beandip was definitely fucking born with it. That guy came out the box like fucking yapping at people.
Yeah, but he's
sorry. That's your mom.
Tier 1 yapper.
Yeah. I love my mom's box. That shit gave birth to me.
Wow!
Kill this guy, please.
So one time, I've only been to a casino once in my life, and like I was like doing shit, and I was like, this is boring. So I just walked around, found an Indian lady. Now I'm at a casino. It wasn't like a Native American. It was like Indian Asian. And I just sat next to her. I was like, hey, I'm kind of bored. Do you mind if I gamble with you? And she's like 80 years old. She's like, sure. So I was like pulling the thing for her slots while she was like setting the bet. And we just started talking, and I feel like I made a lifelong friend.
No, that's so cool.
Riz.
Dude, I started talking about India, and I was like, dude, I noticed you have a bindi. Like, I just want to say, like, I listen to Carnatic music all the time. A bindi is the focal point of energy that the Hindi people put.
Dude, this guy is so smart.
Dude, that's the thing, bro. If you're that smart, like, I feel like I would also be like talking to people too. Like, you just like know everything.
Dude, I'm telling you, read Wikipedia every day. I read the daily articles, the anniversaries. Like, it is invaluable. And then you got to talk to people. They will dude, you'll learn so much shit.
How do you choose what to read on Wikipedia?
So if you go to the homepage, the English
No.
homepage,
Like, how do you choose?
How do I choose? Generally, I start with people. Oh, I either start with people or countries, and then you pick a certain province or city, and then you go through there. I'm not really big on history, but you kind of get that through that way. I like more demographics and geography. Also science, bro. If you just start reading, like, what is the Big Bang? Then what is this? And keep going smaller. Also, I don't believe in the Big Bang.
Hot take.
Wait, really? Is that real, or is that?
Yeah, I actually. So, and it's nothing religious. It's like there's got to be a different. Okay, answer me this.
Riddle me this.
So, if we have all the matter in the universe in an infinitesimally small area, wouldn't that just create another black hole?
Dude, I don't know. I haven't read the Wikipedia on how fucking black holes are made.
We should ask Neil deGrasse Tyson what he thinks about this.
Dude, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I brought it up because I know you hate him.
Why do you
I don't hate him.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I just hate
bro?
how he talks. I just hate how he talks.
He's so like arrogant with like how he brings up shit, and then if people like refute his points, he's like, "No, I already said what I think, so that's what it is." It's just like how he is.
Speaking of pet peeves, John, what is your biggest pet peeve in editing style you see?
You see how this guy segues into points? He just throws you off immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's actually a good question. Like, if you see a video, like, what is the one thing that you see in a video and you're like, God, I fucking hate when people do that?
It's
Or
like,
you're like, I
let
can
me
do that
think
way
about
better.
that for a second. Like,
Yeah. It's kind of a loaded question because there's a lot of stuff that could be like improved upon with like most people's videos, but it's just like all, you know, circumstantial to like how you create stuff.
yeah, I feel like it also depends on like what kind of video I'm watching.
Right.
Okay. The worst thing for me, like in the TFT scene, this is super popular where people will just like upload a full game, like a full VOD, and like that's the video. I feel like if you're like being lazy like that and just like uploading something and like expecting it to like pop off, I feel like there's so much like improvement that can be done in just like condensing stuff and like trying to make the best narrative. Like if there's no narrative in a video, I guess what I'm saying is like the worst type of video to watch. At least in like the gaming sense, bro. Like if you're watching somebody like cook a steak on a rock, like nobody gives a fuck about.
But even then, there's like a storyline there, and like a narrative. There is narrative present in that for sure. So like I get that because like I don't know if a video is like all over the place, or if there just feels like there's so many like details that don't need to be there and it drags.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, I absolutely, I can get behind that.
Because there's definitely people who can make videos like that, whether they are like stream VODs or it's like them recording with a camera. Like there are people who like have those videos where it's like 30 minutes of them like smoking on their porch and they get like 100,000 views just because they they're like very narrative driven and they don't like, they're not scatterbrained with how they do ideas. Or like with VODs where somebody has like an organized stream, whereas most people like don't.
When you're editing something, like you have all the power in the world to like make the video what you want it to be. So like I don't really see the point of just like plopping something in and hitting render because like there's so much that can be changed and like improved upon.
It's definitely
you also just never learn like that, right? Like if your excuse, because I mean I know a lot of people tend to make this excuse. They just like, well, it's like I don't know how to edit, right? So I just cut clips together or whatever, and it's like, well then try, like literally put in 0.5% fucking effort and you will guaranteed learn something every time you try. And like that's all editing is like an accumulation of things that you've tried over the course of X amount of time, and like now you just know how to do things and you can edit.
Like when I'm
getting added.
When I'm making a video though, it's like I want the viewer to be like engaged at every point. So like I want the music to be like properly fitting for the scene, and like I don't know, I just spend a lot of time thinking about how to like make that the best that I can, really.
One thing that I actually learned from trickle down effect from Alex was like emphasizing cuts in music and like doing transitions and stuff, because like I would just put like two songs together and just crossfade them and not think about like, oh, here's a crucial funny point, let me cut the music out so I can emphasize what I'm saying and then go on to like a next scene or whatever.
That type of stuff is so important for sure.
And that it like helps with the narrative like so much, just for like simple editing, like maybe like 10 minutes of you just like talking through stuff, but it helps you drive points. And like I was just like something I wasn't even thinking about. I was like, damn, that's like new level unlocked. So I just feel like I leveled up there, which is cool because like that was from Alex, and because he learned that from you, from just like sitting down for like a couple hours, just like watching you work.
Yeah, I love watching other people edit, bro, and see how they do shit. So like,
you would hate how I edit for sure. Dude,
so I love streaming like my editing to John, because like sometimes he'll just pitch in and be like, oh, you should do this. I love just be like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think I should do here? It's like I'm fucking like picking his brain as I edit, and like you like gaining XP as I fucking go. This is awesome. It feels cool. I love like picking people's brain when it comes to editing too, because I mean, I don't know. It just feels like the best way to learn rather than just brute forcing shit or like watching YouTube tutorials or whatever. It's like I'm friends with so many like really talented editors.
I feel like that's something
So
that like
why wouldn't I
I've
just...
been lacking recently, because like in my earlier days, like it would literally be like me and a few other editors like sitting in a call just like talking shit and like streaming our videos to each other and like trying to like improve off of each other. But like I don't really have like many people in my life anymore that like are editors like that.
Or better
I
than
got you.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe
you have a lot of
maybe
people
I'm
that
just the
edit, but,
goat,
like,
you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm the best.
Do you have like a go-to slapstick sound effect or humor
Oh,
or
bro.
bit that you like to use?
It's for sure the DSR light sound effect. That is the
DSR light.
DSR light. It's a DSR shot with a light whoosh, bro. I just put it on like any type of like impact that I'm doing. It's my go-to for sure.
You mean like
Yeah.
DSR,
Like,
like the sniper from
Yeah,
Black
like the
Ops,
sniper
right?
from Black Ops 2, yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, it's like we're gonna need that file so we can like pop
drop
it
it in
in.
the, drop us
bro,
in
let me
chat.
see.
Let's steal your old mojo.
So 1, we can pop it in the podcast, and 2, I can pop it into my Premiere Pro presets, baby.
Dude, I need to actually like go through and like, John, you said it where like you basically, because I was like, how do you like get all your assets like ready to like plop into a video that you're editing? And you're like, you just make a master file that you open and you just copy paste everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. Like, I go into like every subfolder of everything where I'm going, trying to find stuff, and it's like,
Dude, I'm telling
that's
you,
just
it
so
makes it
smart.
so much easier, bro. Like, just like,
Yeah.
because like the more you use the file, the more you know where shit is, and like you'll just be like knowing exactly where to click, exactly what sound effect you want, exactly what like type of music. Like it's just like there's everything in the master file, bro. It's the tech for sure.
Yeah, that goes hard. Also,
So
I'm gonna
you just have like
I'm gonna put the effect up so you can hear it.
oh yeah.
Sorry.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I recently dude, you know that guy got fucking, he like wasn't wearing real glasses.
Dude, that everything about that guy's personality is not real, I have to say.
And you think mine are real?
Dude, he was wearing some fuck ass glasses he got from Walmart apparently. So I just randomly had like him pop up my YouTube recommended of him going to the eye doctor. So I was watching that video for whatever fucking reason because it piqued my interest, and like the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, it's like these glasses are actively making your vision worse. Like they are so bad, like so much worse than your like actual eyes are." And he got contacts and now he can see. Anyways, it's like I tried to recently, I've been on this arc of like trying to be more I guess like organized with my like editing assets. So like now I've like I have an editing assets folder, and then I have folders in that for like sound effects and like transition presets and music, like background music and shit like that. And then I have like other folders for like, okay, this specific video, and then this specific video for like the video specific assets.
Because then I like go back into the old videos, and like if there's an effect that I've used that like I've only used once, and it's like, oh, that would kind of like work well here, or like a music track or like something.
Yeah.
Like I would just go back to the old project and like steal it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then you know where it is because you're like, oh yeah, I used the sound effect in this video, so I know it's there. Like for sure. It's not just in your, because I definitely, like when I first started like taking editing seriously, I guess, I would straight up just keep everything in my fucking like downloads folder and just wing it.
Yeah.
And that shit fucking sucked because as soon as you I stopped doing that after I had an incident like a few weeks ago now where I moved everything. I was like, I need to clean off my desktop and like sort shit, and like I did that, and now that video is totally fucked.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not going through and I'm not like refining like 100 different things to try to fucking,
it's like, not gonna lie, I still do
them.
that sometimes where I'm just like, if I'm working on something quick, I'll like save it all to my desktop and like just hope that like
I do that for every podcast because we do pop-ups of random shit. Like it's like the Catan game. I'm like, I'm never gonna use this
You're
again.
never gonna use the Catan B-roll ever again.
No, so I just put it on my desktop and I just delete them when I'm done. But then if I open it, it's like, you have 67 files that are offline. It's like, okay, just offline them all, and then I'll get one sound effect, and I'll be good.
You know, I learned this in FL Studio, but like the preset functions on a lot of your plugins is actually very useful. Sometimes the program has it. Sometimes reading the manual and using the program is good. I need to do it more. But...
Yeah, true.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I didn't get into like presets for editing up until like recently, and I definitely like. There's gonna be a day where I'm just gonna go to like Jon and Oob and like my other editing friends and be like, yeah, it's like give me all your presets. I'm gonna fucking rob you all for all of your good presets.
Dude, my editing folder has been accrued over like 10 years of editing, bro. You're gonna have to pay me.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you hooked it up crazy when I was doing I think I was doing like pop-ups for like chat interaction and like Twitch chat, and you were like, yeah, I just got this PSD, use it. I'm like, what the fuck? You just gave it to me?
Like,
I'm like,
I don't know, bro. Like when you're doing something every single day, like you don't want to be like just making the same preset. I feel like just like if you want to save time and you're an editor, like making presets is like the best thing you can do.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. It just makes your life a million times easier.
Yeah, that's what
you get your job done a million times faster.
Missionary is like a preset for sex. Is that what you're saying? It's like that's your go-to. Like if I gotta have sex, I'm going missionary. It's your preset. Got it.
Yeah.
Not that I have
his
that.
preset
virgin,
is
but...
right. Let's not get the backwash story out. Okay.
Please don't. Okay, Jon.
Sorry.
I got a real question for you.
Go on, son. Let's hear it.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts?
Or yes. Or do you? What's your spookiest story if you don't believe in ghosts?
I don't. Okay. I mean, like obviously when I was younger, I would get like scared about like the idea of a ghost. Like I thought my Nona's basement.
Oh my
haunted,
gosh!
And there was a ghost.
My brother. Are you Sicilian as well?
I am actually. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
Yes.
Dude, I need to go to Italy. Have you ever been to Palermo? Bad. No, I've never been to Italy at all.
It's that's like... in Sicily, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
He's fake, guys.
Anyways,
sorry, but anyways, continue.
He doesn't know the geography of Sicily. Let's
dude,
make fun of this
guy. I know
guy.
literally nothing, though. Like I'm a dumbass for real.
So you're known as what?
She's gonna come back and haunt him, bro.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
You don't have any like spooky stories, like you went to an abandoned building and shit like that?
Like no, not really. One time I went into like a haunted house when I was like 16, and I was like freaking out for my life. But like that's pretty much it. Nothing like supernatural or like nothing like that really. I don't know. How about you?
You guys ever get...
I feel like you have something that you want to say about that.
Me? I don't know. I don't really believe in ghosts. Yeah. But I did watch Insidious 2 nights ago with a friend of the show, Prezus, and I literally was like, okay, when I went to bed, I left my bathroom light on, I left my door on, and I got in bed, I got all snuggled up, and I was like a little scared. I'm 26 years old, and I'm like freaking out. And then I look and see across my wall, my closet door is open, and I'm like, okay,
fuck that.
If I get up and go close it, I'm going to die. If I leave it open, I'm going to die. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stay awake as long as possible and just pass out so I don't make the choice to sleep, so I'm not afraid of it. And that's what I did.
I actually couldn't sleep last night. I didn't go to sleep
because of the black
until
hole.
Yes, okay. I didn't go to sleep until almost 9 a.m.
Oh my god.
And like I just stayed up and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like keep editing this video because I can't sleep anyways. And then when I did finally lay in bed, I had to listen to fucking some Japanese girl do like really soft ASMR to like calm me down because I was tweaking. Dude, we watched Black Swan.
What is
last night? It is an old horror movie, like a psychological horror movie.
That's with Natalie Portman, right?
So yes, dude.
Bro,
and
this
there's
is from
so
2010.
much.
Don't say old.
That is old. That's 15 years
That's
ago, buddy.
Fucking old, man. Anyways,
do you feel
so
old
much...
yet?
If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. I don't generally like scary movies that are like heavy on jump scares. I think they're boring.
Yeah.
Because like obviously you're gonna jump, you're startled, but like there's so much bodily horror in this fucking movie. I feel like every 5 minutes my entire body was like tensing and twisting up, and I was like,
it's like the worst thing was when she was
doing one of these,
hangnail,
and I'm like,
in the bathroom.
Yes, dude, she had a hangnail, and she was like trying to like cut it off, but she couldn't get it, so she just said fuck it, and she like ripped it, and it ripped all of her skin down to like here, bro.
So
He's like, yeah, look at Oob, that was me but like 10 times worse. While I was watching, I was like, oh
I hate body horror movies just because they make it so realistic. If the FX is good and stuff, but I recently watched the Substance, which is a new movie that came out with Demi Moore and another actress. I don't know her name, but the whole premise of it is like you basically get a shot from like an unknown like entity, and it like gives you like a more youthful version of your body, but like it just like progressively over time, just like the body like deteriorates because like if you're in a different stage of the person, like if you stay longer, it like fucks up your body. So just like progressively, like it's just like disgust. Like it just, I don't want to ruin the plot of the movie if you guys want to watch it, but it is the most disgusting thing, and it has like whole arcs of like how she develops her body. So it's like there's like a homunculus arc, bro, and it is disgusting. Like I have to say,
homunculus like from RuneScape, the watch.
Like
quest,
the homunculus,
Whoa.
bro. Like a meat. It becomes a meat sack. Like no cap. Like
Oob
it's fucking
thinks women
scary.
are disgusting. You heard it here.
No, women are beautiful. And if you're a woman who watches this podcast, you're part of the 0.001% because we have a 100% male audience. If you're a woman, comment in the bottom.
100%.
If you're a woman,
That's impressive.
If you're a
hit
woman,
me up.
comment with your address.
No, don't give him your address. Whatever you do.
It's okay. I'll find it.
Any of
anyway.
the other three of us, sure, fine. But that guy, no, don't do that.
You mean that guy? That guy? I don't know which side I'm going to be on.
It'll be somewhere.
Okay, John.
It's like just for that bit. If fucking Noah isn't next to me, you got to put him right there, just to make sure I point it.
Speaking of
Shift
women,
the cameras.
is there a lucky lady in the life?
I
Mr.
mean,
Jon Mp4.
right now at this moment, there's this pretty girl I've been talking to. Like, I don't know. A lot of my life, I've just been like inside on the computer, and I feel like there wasn't really a point where I'm like actively going out and like searching for a companion, because like you want to like work on yourself first, right? I know that's what people say, but like I don't know, recently I've been like actually putting in like real effort to like go outside and like do things either by myself with other people. So like I don't know, I'm ready to like get back into dating. So like I don't know, there's somebody that I've been talking to for sure.
Cool.
Like, I don't know how serious things are gonna be, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever need a wingman, let me know. She will realize how normal you are after speaking.
Perfect, bro. I got you.
Dude, that's why he renamed himself to Normal Noah in my Discord, because he's totally normal and completely sane.
Yeah.
Totally normal.
Dude,
Normal
it's so
Noah.
crazy because IRL, I'm very normal. Like, extremely.
Dude, that's literally not true, because I joined your Discord while you were talking to one of your coworkers the other day, and I was talking about like you being insane on the timeline, and I was like, yeah, if you don't know, Noah's kind of insane on the internet, and then your coworker goes, just on the internet?
Okay, so we might be talking about conspiracy theories at work sometimes, okay?
Oh,
That's
great.
that's pretty standard like work discussions, you know.
I'm not gonna name what the conspiracy theories are.
Flat world.
Can you name one? Can you name one? Just one.
I can name one. COINTELPRO.
What is that?
That sounds like a Call of Duty like Modern Warfare perk. What is that?
It does.
All right. COINTELPRO is an abbreviation for the counterintelligence program in 1956 with the aim of undermining the operations of the Communist Party in the United States.
Dude, that sounds like a
Whoa.
Black Ops campaign story.
It does. That actually does, yeah.
Okay, what was the best Black Ops in your opinion, John?
Black Ops 2, it's not even close.
Dude,
It's not
Mason
even,
says
like-
Black Ops 2, Oob and Alex do. I say Black Ops 1 because I
No,
didn't
I
play
say
Black
one.
Ops 2.
I say one.
Black Ops.
Oh, really?
Black
Yeah,
Ops
one.
2 might just be the
It's
best,
the best
Call of Duty of all time.
Dude, I mean, if you like
Yeah.
BO1, bro, you definitely weren't a sniper, because sniping was just horrible in that game.
No, sniping sucked. I more so liked BO1 just for the atmosphere of the game, and like I feel like it had way better zombies maps than Black Ops 2. And like as like a overall like
Oh, yeah.
everything, I liked Black Ops 1 more. Like the campaign was way better in Black Ops 1. I'm talking like everything.
I never
Multiplayer
played the
wise,
campaign.
yeah, multiplayer wise, like Black Ops 2 like takes it by far. But like in terms of like
Yeah.
everything it has to offer, the aesthetics, like that was like emblem editor for like the first time I think in Black Ops games. And then they had like gun game, and like they introduced all that new shit. So it was like
Dude,
they had
gun
like
game was
currency
so fun.
mode.
I love
dude,
like the for fun games.
Sticks and Stones and like all that shit. Like it was so fun. One in the Chamber.
Gun game rocked. One in the chamber. Dude, I love fucking hitting the 360 for the on One in the Chamber for the kill Canberra. The shit was so funny because it was so boring usually because you only had the cap 40.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like that little cherry on top. And you're like, yeah, I killed more people with one bullet than any of you motherfuckers.
Do you think you like get? Speaking of games, do you think you ever get like video gamed out because you play RuneScape and make videos for it? Does one give where the other doesn't, or
like, are you asking if like,
do you get tired of RuneScape?
Oh yeah,
like do you get
all
fatigued?
the time, bro. I don't play RuneScape anymore. Like that was the reason why I got into editing, is because I love the game so much. I want to make videos about it, or like into RuneScape editing at least. But like, or like all editing in general, like for League of Legends too. I just love League, so I like wanted to make League videos. That's like how it's always been. But like at this point, I don't know. I don't really play RuneScape that much anymore. Like I'm kind of done with the game. I don't know.
What rank are you in League at least?
I don't know. I'm like Masters in TFT. I don't play League of Legends anymore. I peaked Diamond. I was like a Riven one trick way back in the day.
Interesting.
Like,
yeah.
This guy's the GOAT.
I don't think I get.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I've seen you log in to RuneScape outside of just like someone asking
it's like
you to
one
like
Tob,
do
and
a
you'd be
Tob
like,
or two.
fine, I'll log in.
Like one Tob, or like I'm recording something, like some B-roll, or like that's like the only reason I log in anymore. I don't know if that's because of editing though. I feel like I'm just like bored of the game in general. Like there's no way that I could like sit there for 14 hours anymore and like click on a rock. Like I'm done with that at this point, I think.
Yeah. I think for me too, like the only time I really play RuneScape is when I stream now, and then like outside of it, it is to like record stuff. So it's like I feel like on my free time, I just don't play it anymore.
Yeah,
I think that comes with just doing content creation.
I feel like that's literally everybody that's a content creator. Like they just don't really like actually play unless you're like doing like one of those series where you need to play the game and progress. Like if you're a streamer,
you're like Alfie.
No streamer is logging in. Yeah, unless you're Alfie. But yeah, no
like Alfie is like the only
in.
guys, that I know. Yeah.
Like literally everybody that I talk to like does.
Shout out the series and the Araxor video I was gonna put out, because that's never gonna happen now. Because like I got halfway through like making that video and getting all the footage I needed, and then I started editing it. I got like 5 minutes in, like timeline wise, and I was just like, I don't want to play RuneScape anymore. I don't want to log in. I don't want to kill this boss. I don't want to do anything. And that goes for RS3 at the time and Old School. It's just, I don't know, bro.
It's like, is RuneScape even now, inherently fun? Like, it's not, right?
No,
like,
dude, okay, oh my god, it's like, okay, I could talk about this for hours, but like, I have been saying this for so long that RuneScape is not inherently a fun game. You playing it with your friends makes it fun. But like just sitting there clicking on a fucking star or like just doing 3-tick granite, it's like I, as like a functioning human, do not find that fun. Like to just do that for hours. It's like you can't tell me that you're genuinely having like the time of your life, exciting fun while you're doing 3-tick granite or anything.
Like if there was no experience system in a RuneScape, you would not be playing the game. Like,
exactly.
No. Not at all.
Exactly. It's like the people that do enjoy that kind of stuff, which like no flame, but kind of a little bit of flame. But like you're only doing, it's only fun to you because the number is going up. But like the action itself is not enjoyable. It's not fun. Yeah. It's like doing Tob isn't fun. But like
I think
doing
it's
Tob with
literally the best
Tob, it's fun. It is, but it's fun because you're doing it with your friends. It's like if you just had to boot up solo Tob every single day, would you do it?
It's kind of
fun.
No.
Probably.
It's not the most.
That's the
you would boot up solo Tob every single day.
I mean, I log in just to do a solo Tob.
Yeah, if there was no friend, if you had nobody else in the raid to do it with.
Probably
if I was learning it, I'd be like, yeah, I would. But if I'm not, then no.
Maybe, but like,
I mean, my old
the action of learning something is fun, but like doing something over and over. I mean, that's just the nature of like MMOs in general.
Is like you're not loading up solo Tob for 16 hours, but like just doing
exactly.
Like, I don't know, it's not that.
But it's like I think the big issue with RuneScape is that it's not really an MMO anymore. It's like you can. Like, yeah, you can do stuff with your friends. You need friends to do Tob, next, whatever. But like, for the most part, it is better to do everything alone. And like that is the part that I hate about RuneScape. I fucking hate that everything has to be fucking soloable. It is so annoying.
Iron Man
Like,
ruined the game. Iron Man ruined the game.
I might actually log in when Yama's out because it's a duo boss that you have to duo, and like maybe fucking someone will want to duo with me.
Okay,
but like
we got to get into this now. This is why I saw you log into RuneScape the other day after you're like, I fucking hate RuneScape. I'm like, why the fuck is DBMS logged in, man?
Okay. No, I logged in the other day because I was talking to someone and we were talking about RuneScape clans. And they were in a clan and I was like, dude, that clan fucking sucks. You need to leave that shit. It sucks so bad. The people in it suck. The management sucks. It all sucks. And then I was like, I wonder if like my clan has kicked me yet because I haven't logged in fucking forever.
Yeah.
So that's why I logged in, because I was curious to see that. And then when I was logged in, I was like, I'm gonna do a trip of Araxor. So I did that, and then I AFK'd for like an hour. And then I did log in again the other day, and I did like 2 more trips of Araxor because I was bored. But that was literally just like nothing else sounded fun, and even that didn't sound fun. I think I asked John if I should log into RuneScape, and he was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, fine. And I immediately went, fuck you, man. Why'd you tell me to do this? Like, while I was killing the Araxor boss. And he was like, sorry, you can log out now.
I'm just going to say it right now. Crack, like, it would always be fun for you. And then when it isn't, you can start doing Fent.
Hey, anytime I've done cocaine, I've had fun.
It's like I do have a Fent testing strip on my desk right now.
Dude,
why do you have that?
Dude, I live in Vancouver, bro. Come on, it's fucking.
So
everywhere.
what is Fent gonna be? Isn't that shit expensive? Like, who's gonna be?
No,
Fent
dude, I'm not. It's not for Fent. It's for like other things that might have fentanyl inside of it.
Oh,
what?
So
used to test if the fentanyl test strip.
You gotta see if the
fentanyl is pure.
Dude, they need to make like an all-in-one STD fentanyl drug testing strip that you.
I don't think you're putting fent strips in your penis hole, man. I don't think people be doing that.
Just swabbing the. Oh, I don't think people be. I just made myself like wince thinking of fucking cotton swab going in my pee hole.
You never heard of sounding before? Come on,
dude.
buddy.
I've heard of sounding before.
I've heard of
sounds all the time.
I hear sounds every day, and that's the only sounds I want to get into.
Why is it called sounding?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Check the guy who invented it.
Called
sounding. Check the sounding wiki.
Remember when we talked about learning everything on Wikipedia? This is a perfect moment.
Yeah, exactly.
To our sponsors today, Wikipedia. Thank you so much.
Alex
looks disgusted. Okay.
It's the name of a medical instrument and sometimes sex toy for dilating the urethra.
Been there.
That's awesome. So
urethral. It's a urethral sound.
Cool. So, anyways, wow, I feel like I have phantom pain in my nether regions.
Yeah.
Chicken jockey. Okay, so quick question, John. Sorry, I said nether. Did you see the Minecraft movie?
No, I didn't. I know that Alex has really been wanting to see it. Did you watch it yet?
I'm fiending. No, I'm fiending to watch it, but none of our friends will watch it until like the downloadable fucking like good high def version is out.
See, that's not true. I literally in my Discord.
I know because I found that like a day before you fucking watched it. I found the fucking movie theater fucking recording of it that is actually hella high quality, but no one we know will fucking watch it, bro. So it's like I'm waiting.
I'll watch
Unfortunately, it's like if people are down to watch the shitty recording of it, I'm so down because I think it'll add to the experience. I did the same thing with the Mario movie, and it made it better, in my opinion.
The Mario movie is actually good, though.
Yeah, I just watched the.
It's like it was.
I just watched that new movie called Sinners allegedly on one of these quote unquote cam recordings, and I will say the guy took the camera and like clearly was like putting on his jacket or not for like 30 minutes, and it was literally driving me insane because it sounds like the movie is going through like a fishbowl. So like it goes over the camera mic, and it's like and then with a
dude, that guy just
like,
that guy
fuck,
wasn't
man.
a professional. Obviously, that guy wasn't a licensed
Yeah,
professional.
it actually amazed me how good the Minecraft movie recording was actually.
Yeah,
because
the recording
we
is amazing.
Scrubbed forward.
Yeah,
we scrubbed forward like 2 or 3 minutes just to see, and like it was good. But one of our other friends was like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah,
and now he won't watch it.
Where's the
until it's
HD version? Sorry, guy.
Yeah.
The movie came out 2 days ago. You gotta wait on
it's
it.
like you have it on the TV behind you right now.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly,
Jack Black is doing parkour while he reads a Reddit story.
I am Steve. And he's
Oh,
just
is that what
jumping
that
on
is
rocks.
behind you? That's so funny.
Yeah.
Seeing all the chicken jockey crash outs though, like
Yeah.
dude, that actually like made me upset.
Dude,
I feel
same.
like people cannot distinguish between work and play, what is joke, what is serious very well. And I know that sounds rich coming from me. I get it. But I just
True.
like why like nobody I don't know. Like what do you think happens after you do that, you know? Like I feel like I'm like, get off my yard, you darn kids. but
Movie theaters
holy
closed down,
shit.
and then nobody can enjoy movies that are $20 to get a ticket, anyways. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Quentin Tarantino take on this, and like he said, I think in the 80s, or I think it was the 70s, like 70s and 80s, like movies used to be $5, and then they just been increasingly going up, scaling, like because of the economy. And like he was saying that like movies should just be $5, like they should just be like a flat rate, and then like figure out everything else, because like that has increasingly made the price of everything in the movie industry go up because of how movie theaters handle selling tickets. Yeah,
Like, that makes sense.
and I mean, he has the actual like data. Like, I mean, he was like a moviegoer in like the 70s and 80s, and like he worked at like Blockbuster and like Family Video, and like was obsessed with movies before he became a director. So like he was just
I
like
used to
spamming that.
fuck with Blockbuster, bro. But I
Dude, me
remember
too.
in the summers, I used to go visit my grandparents for like the entire summer. And like both of my uncles live nearby, and they would take me to the local Blockbuster to rent PlayStation games. Bro.
Yes, bro. That was the tech.
That shit was crazy. That's how I played Rayman for the first time.
That like I would go to Blockbuster, and my parents would drop me off, and I would sit there autistically for 45 minutes debating between which game to rent, and I would still pick the one that I wanted to go in initially for, and like waste their time. Like I'm like, I might get a new game, and I just get the same game I wanted. And they hated me. My parents hated me for it. I was the worst kid ever. Just sitting there.
Bro, what was it Wall-E, where like everyone is in those like hover chairs and they're all fat as fuck drinking the big ass sodas?
Yes.
Is that Wall-E?
Mhm.
Bro, I feel like we're approaching that.
Dude, it's close.
Like
for sure.
And
I already got one of
it's
those
like,
things down.
I'm thinking it's like we're talking about Blockbuster, and the only thing on my mind the whole time is Netflix and like Redbox. And it's like you don't have to fucking talk to anyone, even if you want to get a digital or like
yeah,
a
that's a good point.
movie.
Actually, yeah.
It's like, dude, it's like soon we won't even have to like walk, bro. We're just gonna be hovering in our fucking hover wheelchairs, and even we're not like disabled.
Dude, we already
Even our
have
legs
like
work.
Neuralink, which is basically like, isn't there like somebody who is literally playing RuneScape with Neuralink?
I would do that. Would you put Neuralink in your head?
No.
I don't think I could.
No.
I've said
Everyone?
this like a million times on the podcast, but I'm just saying, World War III scenario, you have Neuralink in your head. EMP goes off, boom, you're dead. Like instantly, the chip in your brain explodes and you're dead. Like it doesn't, if any
Dude,
like
I didn't
brain
say
not
that. They
matter.
would have to, dude. But like, surely the future versions will have a failsafe where like it'll turn your brain back on. You know what I mean?
There's got to be some
yeah,
boot
what if it
down
could, like-
section.
Yeah. I'd be like Tony Stark.
Or you get hacked with a Neuralink in your head and people start controlling you. Isn't that scary?
Dude, like fucking Plankton in that one episode of SpongeBob where he's like,
Yeah, except we don't have fucking buckets on our head and we're not a centimeter tall.
No, I'm talking about the one where he sticks the thing in SpongeBob's
Oh, yeah.
brain and he's like using the joysticks to fucking control him.
Yeah, life is like
Dude.
SpongeBob if you think about it.
Life is like SpongeBob. Dude, we're kind of SpongeBob.
Dude, somebody was
Dude.
doing some like Canadian I want to ask John about this, but some Canadian like to US dollar conversions for
Yeah.
shit. Wow, things in Canada are so expensive. Like holy, like how do people even live in Canada? Like
they live
it
they
is,
live with their parents, bro, like me. No, but like
Tech.
on the West
the housing
Coast,
market,
it's
like
fucked.
I didn't even know it was that bad.
It is so bad, bro. Like a 1-bedroom, 400 square foot apartment, like if you want it even anywhere near downtown, like $2,250, $2,500 a month.
Cat.
For just shitty
that is
ass little
fucked.
fucking box. It's
Yeah.
like you can't, like, especially, bro, like, I don't know, if I'm working from home, like, why am I even here at this point?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're working from your computer, like you don't need to be in somewhere like super crazy unless you want the
Maybe I should
atmosphere.
go to Alberta, bro, with the horses and the rednecks.
Yeah, he's saying Alberta because I was like, I peg you as an Alberta man, and he's like, really? He's like insulted by me saying that.
Him.
Actually, I think you're in Regina.
Regina, Saskatchewan.
Regina.
That's how they pronounce it, Regina. It's also what my brother would call my mom.
Wait, how are you supposed to pronounce it? Is it really Regina?
I would read it
like
as
Regina.
Yeah, but like
it's Regina.
I feel like I've always heard people saying Regina. Like
that's how it's
like,
pronounced, Regina.
It's like I literally used to talk to someone who lived there, and like she would always say Regina. Anyways,
a lot of Regina. Anyways,
yeah, I was getting Regina from Regina.
Right.
I wasn't getting any Regina.
Do you guys think I'm a bad person because I would edit videos of humans being shot and killed?
No. I think everyone has a price, and your answer, like verbatim, was if it was enough. You know what I mean? Like if the bag was big enough.
At least you'd make it entertaining. You don't want it to be boring. So
put some
maybe the morality lays in there. Like you could definitely like phone it in and just do like how you're saying, like how people just throw up VODs. Like you just throw up the VOD of somebody like killing somebody, or you could just be like, let me put some crash zooms in here and some like throw an adjustment layer over
the DSR light.
DSR light over someone getting shot in the back.
Dude,
of
what do you think the editor? What do you think goes through the head for the editor of ISIS, like the ISIS media company? Like, do you think he's like?
Do you think they have a creative director?
Like, yeah, dude, he's like got that little bowl, that green tea bowl with the straw, and he's like filling it with hot water throughout the day, just like zenning as he's like editing.
Bro, no, it's like surely he's got to be into it. Surely he's like an ISIS member, like editing the videos.
Like Pokimane's editor.
Yeah,
you
no,
think
exactly.
He watches that and fucking yeah.
I can only imagine recording an ISIS video. Cut. No. Get another in here. Kill him again.
Jesus Christ.
That shot sucked. Sorry, was that too far? Was that over the line?
Dude, I would tell you though.
We might have to do a lot of cutting on this podcast.
Salil al-Sawarim, which is like an ISIS anthem, goes so fucking hard.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Salil al-Sawarim. Like, I'm sorry, I know it's crass, but that anthem goes so hard.
Okay, I think that's fine because like people still listen to like, Drake and like XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, Drake is ISIS, bro. Drake.
All these people did awful things allegedly, so like, I don't know why I'm saying allegedly for ISIS.
Yeah,
and
allegedly. Allegedly, ISIS is bad. Yeah, Juice WRLD did 100 perks, so we can't listen to his songs anymore.
Did you guys know that they identified Kobe Bryant by his right arm?
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Dude, I saw those diagrams, man. It was
Did it have like a?
There was a game of operation for sure. It was not looking good.
Did he have like a tattoo on it or something?
Let Alex explain it to you, bro.
Okay, so the other day, John was saying we were in VC. It was like 4 a.m. something like that, and John's been doing this thing lately where like when he just goes like, "What the helly?" And
yeah.
At one point when he said that, I was like, "Yeah, Kobe be like."
Oh my God.
And then Prison Joe was in the call, and he was like, we were all like, one of our friends, he said, "Oh, I would laugh at that if like his daughter wasn't also in the helicopter at the time." Like, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know that. That's fucked up. And then Seth, Prison Joe, was like, yeah, did you guys know that they identified him by his right arm? And all of us at the same time were like in disbelief. We were like, holy fuck, that is grim. No, we didn't know that. And then Prison Joe just goes, okay, I made it up anyways.
Okay.
And like now, it's definitely gonna be a reoccurring thing whenever fucking helicopters or Kobe comes up by chance. Just, do you know they identified him by his right arm? It's such a grim detail to add, like, that isn't real, but, like, holy fuck, was it fucking hilarious.
That's good improv right there.
It was. Even now, it's like, after hearing it for the third time now, like, that shit is still so fucking
I think I need a palate cleanser. John, have you ever been outside of Canada before, besides the US?
I've been doing a lot of traveling recently, actually. I mean, like, outside of the US, like, Well, I went to London obviously to go to RuneFest and like.
Oh,
to
yeah.
work with,
How was
with
that?
My sister, dude, it was so cool. London is awesome. There's like so much shit to do. Like people are joking about like the food and shit and how it's like horrible, but I think if you just like pick the right restaurant, like there's like some insane spots you can hit for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to go to the Frog with Prison Joe and Bodie and Jesse and like all those guys, but like I thought it was on the 28th, but it was actually on the 27th. And I
yeah.
like completely missed the day. I went out and bought pants, bro, and a shirt to go to this dinner. And like I was so
Damn.
excited the entire time, and like I just fucking missed it, bro. It was actually like devastating. And like hearing like T Papa talk about how like they had this bone marrow reduction and like this fried donut with cream and cheese and caviar on top, bro. Like
Dude,
I don't know, man.
That guy loves fancy dinners, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, yeah, like gun to his head, like last wish, he'd be like, I need a Michelin star restaurant that never ends. I need
that's something that I want to experience
meal.
For sure, at least like once a month.
Yeah.
It was like go to something that's actually like a real place.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. I'd be down. Let's make it happen, buddy.
But also,
Let's
there's like mom's cooking, like hole in the wall places that like, holy shit, you'll have the best food of your life.
Yeah,
too,
no,
so
absolutely.
True.
A good balance.
So you said you went to RuneFest. Is there anybody you were like super stoked to meet that like you couldn't really meet in like TwitchCon Vegas or whatever because they're all European people coming over for the most part?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know. I really wanted to see Will and Hannah. That was like the main thing. It's just like say what's up to them and say hi. But like I wanted to see Bodhi for sure and like say what's up to him. And like I don't know, it was super cool being able to just like go around and like talk to people and just talk shit at RuneFest. Like it was cool. It was a cool experience for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool when you actually like know people and like are acquainted with people too, because then you get the cool invites.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you get to go to people's houses and shit like that. You get to go to the more exclusive, more intimate parties, I guess. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. This shit rocks. Dude, aren't you going on a trip soon?
Yeah, I'm going to Vegas. So I was asking beandip if there was anywhere I should go eat there. Because like
I need to pull up.
Yeah, come pull up, bro. It's for EDC. Plane tickets are gonna be $700. Like I think I paid $550 Canadian or something for my ticket.
Okay, that's a good deal.
No, like it should be like $80 going from West Coast
I'm
to
thinking
West Coast.
about where I'm from. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. That would
like
be good
flights
for
are
me.
usually so fucking cheap, but like since it's EDC, I think every plane is like booked up.
What is EDC?
It's Electronic Daisy Carnival or something. It's like a festival. Like Sarah Landry is gonna be there, bro. I can't wait.
She's hot. I mean, she's good.
She's hot. She's good.
She's both. She's both hot and good at DJing. So
like the lineup is
some good. She has talents.
Are you going with anybody?
Yeah, it's me,
like
me, Shelby, and Samuel. We're going.
We'll have a good time.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. Like the lineup is crazy. I still gotta like plan out what I want to see exactly when the full set list drops. But there's like so many people on like the Google Doc that they have that like I'm so stoked to see. Like,
bro,
like
you
have to take a picture.
Sure, man. I'll go looking for a tab of acid for you. That's why I got the fence.
Who's got acid? In the parking lot.
You have to take a picture of yourself smoking a cigarette inside one of the casinos.
Of course.
It's a must.
That's like what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's such a rare experience in 2025 to be able to smoke indoors anywhere like that. Yeah. It felt so genuinely. It's like, this sounds so dumb, but it felt so weird. Like I felt so uncomfortable almost doing it because I was like doing a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I shouldn't be smoking a cigarette inside.
It's crazy that like back in the day, you're just like lighting up a cigarette in a restaurant. Like to think about that.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And it's like when you go there, it's like people are just smoking cigarettes and shit, and fucking they got an ashtray on the corner of their slot machine. It's a vibe. It's like, such a vibe.
I'm not really a gambling guy. Like that's not why I'm going to Vegas, but like I'll definitely like, sit down for a few minutes and like pull
You're
a slot.
chucking a 20.
It's like you have to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you must.
Yes. You gotta get the little ticket stub, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta cash
the
out
20
when
cent
there's
ticket stub.
Yeah, dude. Let me see.
You gotta cash out the 20-cent ticket stub.
Yeah.
I don't have any of mine from there. I don't think.
It's really odd how like people couple generations above us like think we're hedonists and everything, but they were literally smoking indoors. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I'm
the 18 pence.
18 pence, yeah.
18 pence. That's crazy.
That fucking rules.
British.
Well, have a good time with concerts. Hope you do. You like? Is that like your main genre you listen to?
Dude, absolutely. I love like the harder shit, like not like hard style, but like the up tempo, like raw style, like the ones with like the super aggressive kicks. Like that's really what like I'm into. Like Sarah Lenger's old stuff is like what I love. I don't like that she plays like a bunch of like side trance and stuff now because I know I guess she got like more popular and like wants to appeal more. But like I love the hard shit. It's like what I live for, bro.
Dude,
like,
I love those like German ones where like it's just so hard and like it's been going for 8 minutes and all of a sudden you hear it's like Ein Gleben Schlaugen Lügen, like just
and then right back to
it continues.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, Brutalismus 3000. That's definitely up there.
Yeah.
No, never heard of that guy ever.
Dude, it's a group, man.
Sorry.
It's a duo.
Oh, those guys ever.
Those guys. They probably made something you've heard.
If you had a dream destination to go to, John, where would it be?
It would be Italy for sure. I want to go there so bad.
So it is.
Yeah, I want to see what's up, bro. I want to fucking walk around. I think my family owns like this old ass rundown castle up there, and like that's where my siblings stayed one time. And they were talking about how like there's no running water, like you have to shit in a hole and like fill up a bucket with water. And,
dude,
like,
that sounds
they
lit.
give you a sponge to shower.
Buddy, you would not survive.
Dude, I don't want to go there. Like I just want to go and check it out. I don't want to stay there. But
he's gonna make a pizza with shit water in Italy. Let's go.
Yeah, have you guys ever shit outside?
Yes.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, but like not when I was an adult.
No.
We were on a bike trip. I was with my brother's friends. I was like, guys, can we go back home? I gotta go to the bathroom. Or can we find somewhere? And they're like, dude, there's a bush right there. Go. And like, they're all like, dude, it's fine. It's fine. Go, go to the bathroom. I was like, okay. So I did. And then they came and pushed me over.
No, bro. That is so fucked.
Dude, I remember it was we had like, so I grew up in a place where there's a ton of oil. So there's like oil fields everywhere. So it was by an oil field equipment yard. And I was in these bushes and like, I can remember the air temperature. It was so traumatic.
Yeah, sorry, the reason I ask is because
I could feel my ass warming up as we speak.
My ass was preheating as I was about to shit myself and then be pushed upon my own shit.
I thought that was gonna go somewhere where it was like they coaxed you into doing it and then like they ended up being downwind or something. It's like I thought it was gonna be something a little bit more tame than they fucking pushed you back into your own shit pile.
Well, I didn't go. I fell over sideways, but like it definitely wasn't. It was kind of messy still.
Well, it's like what's the fucking point of pushing you over if they're not pushing you back into your own fucking poo poo?
Real
poo poo caca. Sorry,
poo poo pee pee.
Have you, John?
No, I haven't, bro. This guy came into Discord and he was talking about how like, oh yeah, do you guys like camping and shit? And it's like, no, I would never go camping. I could not shit outside. Like, I don't want to be like in a tent and be all dirty, bro. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I gotta be like freshly, like clean, showered, woken up every single morning, like
shaved and tugged.
Yeah, bro.
Well, every single afternoon, buddy. You don't work for Kemp Q anymore.
True.
Wait, so you don't edit for Kemp Q anymore?
No, we kind of like parted ways. I don't know. It just like wasn't really doing it for me anymore. Like we were doing those videos for 2 years, and it's like you can only do so much in a RuneScape Chronicles video, and like I don't know. It kind
did
of
it feel like
maybe?
Did it feel like creatively
maybe that's
stifling
the reason
to do that,
dude?
For so long.
Like, I mean, yes, but not because like I was exuding so much creativity that like it was just like you can't really do a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because it just clicks.
There's like a strict guideline, probably.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
like
that's got to be rough doing like I mean, what is effectively a clip compilation / like news segment like every single day. It's like there's limitations. It's got to be like, I was gonna say that's probably why you felt like stagnant, or you feel like stagnant in like your creativity and like your growth, because you haven't been given that space to
exactly
like try new shit and like do crazy stuff.
And it's also like I feel like there might have been that space for me, but like the effort that you put in would not like correlate to like the output that the video was. Like there's no like the scale isn't there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're getting 50,000 views when you upload a video. Like that's just like how it's gonna be no matter what. Obviously, like there's
we gotta find clips.
Like,
we gotta find clips for a game to make the duo montage that we were talking about.
Oh yeah,
that'll give you the space, because that is just like would you just be creating something for the sake of making something
and
sick?
it's like that's what I used
like,
to do when I was like a teenager. Like it would be like COD montages. Like that's a space where you can like actually like try new shit, and like there's a lot of technical stuff you can do with like an edit versus just like a YouTube video. Which like I mean that would get boring too if like that's all you did. But
I mean, absolutely. But like, that's why you just, I think that editing is one of those things where like you can do the work stuff, but then also like you can do your own, the creative, like crazy shit that you do like for fun or like for a bigger paycheck.
For sure.
Like there's definitely the two avenues that you can take like at the same time and kind of have one foot in each lane. So you don't feel like one, like you're being stifled, or two, like you're doing the same thing all the fucking time. But then I guess you also encroach in the territory of just literally editing in your free time and at work.
Yeah.
So like that in itself would be hard to juggle, but I think it would be worth it for the sake of like, I don't know, I guess just for the sake of your mental, right? Like I don't know. I one of my friends recently had to cancel like a job that he had with a YouTuber where he was gonna take like fucking 2 hours of like a vlog and like make it into like a 1 minute like hype montage thing for like TikTok and shit.
Yeah.
And like he was before he mentioned all that to me, he said he couldn't do it anymore. He had to cancel it because of just his schedule. And I was gonna ask him, like, I was like, well, you could try to send him my way, like I'll take up the fucking work. And then he explained it and I was like, never mind, because that doesn't even sound a little bit fun. I would make that kind of thing for myself, but like I don't think I could be paid a decent amount to take to scrub through like 2+ hours.
2 hours into a minute, like that's crazy call.
You know what's crazy is like the scale of like how bigger creators basically like have channels that like have multiple editors on it, and their whole sole purpose is basically like slaving their own hours of their day, like scrubbing through everything that they do just to make it digestible enough for a YouTube video to do well, because their whole income depends on that video doing well, because like the profit is shared with them. Because like that's how most people like who are like, you know, like 50K plus subs, like they're building their channels, and then all the streamers do is just stream, and then like all of that stuff gets offset to people, and if you don't hit this quota, like you get fired basically and get replaced. There's this there's this whole like immediate like replaceability thing that sucks, because somebody's like ready and willing to take your spot. So it's like people are legitimately slaving themselves, but they're obviously
cheaper.
Which sucks. And it's all like time availability and like patience, but also really good execution, because the better videos you do, like you're going to be paid more, compensated better and liked more, and then you'll get other jobs from other people. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's all like networking. I think that, I mean, I've definitely talked about this before, maybe not on here, but like I think that charging like an hourly rate to scrub through VODs is the giga tech. Like, and it wouldn't be a small amount either. Like if I have to sit here and watch a fucking stream with no music or anything, especially a stream that I don't usually watch, like, yeah, it's like I'm gonna make some money off of that for sure.
Yeah. Like
I
got contracted. I got contracted one time to scrub through a 9-hour VOD and make like a highlight moments video out of it, which like I was totally willing to do, but I explained to the person like my rate's going to be high, and then like they were like, okay, can you do it like by this amount? And I was like, I don't know if we're gonna like meet there, because like I was willing to do it and like speed through it, and like because it's really it's just the skill of sifting through stuff and finding key moments, which a lot of it is like a lot of dead sound, and then you just clip all the parts you're actually talking, and then from there it's like finding stuff. But that's like a skill in itself, is chopping the good things that actually are good.
I do that for a 24-hour VOD for Zoo back in the day.
Oh my god,
he sent me a 24-hour, because he did a 24-hour stream, and he's like, here you go, buddy, make a video.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude, did you want to kill yourself right then and there?
Yeah, dude, it was the worst. It actually sucks so bad. Like you get to a point where you're just like choosing anything and like fucking skipping around. Like
yeah. I figure after
shit.
like 2 hours of sifting through shit, you're just like, yeah, I mean, this is good enough. This is fine.
So another editing question. This is actually my last question about editing, but one thing I've noticed in a lot of like obviously gaming videos, but not like it's like IRL stuff, everything is like the prevalence of people editing video game music in is like so high. And I was curious, like, is like through editing, have you found like how good video game music can be, or like how diverse it is?
Like, personally, I don't like video game music in videos really, but like, I feel like
What do you prefer?
I use like a service called Epidemic Sound, and like you can
Okay.
sort it by vibe. So like you can search
Ooh, yeah.
like tense or like happy or sad or something, and like that's what I like doing. But like when I'm editing for Chungus, like he loves the video game stuff, so like I've been more prone to using that in his videos. And like the more that I've used it, the more that I actually like it, because there's like so many good like iconic video game tracks that can be like chosen from. It's just like the issue is like finding the right vibe for the moment for me.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I was just raving to John like yesterday or the day before about my favorite music to use in the background of my videos is the Donkey Kong Country theme. And I have like a 30-minute long it's the
Loop of it.
entire Donkey Kong Country
Yeah.
fucking OST in one file. Yeah, that shit is the go-to when I just like don't feel like putting in that effort, I guess, and I just need something in the background.
Yeah,
just
like a lot of the
literally,
time it's fine to just like have a track run. Like if you're just like
yeah.
I think it's
Shit
also
rocks.
like you learn by doing it consistently about what works and what doesn't. And obviously getting like peer feedback is like really good. But I think like your skill as an editor comes in when you can actually like differentiate like, does this really work here? Let me try a different song, and then you're like, oh, this is like way better because it has like a climactic moment, or like it's just like the like you said, like the emotion, like it's tense or it's like happy. Then
and
like
I think that's
you're-
something that you can like learn for sure. But like
yeah.
the learning isn't like a traditional type of learning where you can do research. It's just like you got to do it, and like once you do it more, like you'll get better at it. That's, like,
Yeah,
the
like
thing.
totally
Yeah.
just trial and error, like over
Yeah,
time.
That's how music is. Literally, like
Just-
I'm not a pianist, but I taught myself how to play piano by playing, I guess, if
That's
that
so
makes
cool.
sense.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Did you ever do piano
not-
lessons when you were a kid? Like nothing.
No, I took one piano lesson when I was a kid. So yeah, but here's the thing: like, there's a lot of free like resources and everything. So the only piano lessons I had was group piano in undergrad. So
hmm The thing that's
The only thing I know how
crazy.
to play on the piano is the main like riff of Crazy Train, like the
I don't even know that.
It's like there's
It's the
so
only
many
thing.
avenues that people can take, and there's so many free resources online. I think it all comes down to motivation, and
No, absolutely.
it's like motivation and like just determination of learning something. Because like I'm like a person who likes to ping pong around and learn a bunch of stuff. Like I'm trying to learn like music production, like learning how to like mix audio, like for like singing and like making music and stuff like that. And then I'm trying to edit and I'm trying to make shit. So like I'm always trying to learn something new, but it is definitely like a determination thing. It's just like you just have to keep doing stuff, just keep trying. If you guys ever want to
there's
try
infinite-
something, just keep going. There's always
infinite
free resources somewhere.
It's crazy. Like especially when I was learning like getting into 3D stuff and like Blender, like the amount of videos that you could watch to like improve
So
your skills.
many.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. I was accepted into a film school like at a high school. Like I did the interview and everything. I was like in,
Ooh.
but like that was already at the point where like I had a steady stream of income from like editing and stuff. And it's like at this point, like I feel like there's not really a point to go back because I've just like learned so much about like just film and editing in general that like I
Yeah.
know you can literally learn anything online, which is fucking crazy. Yeah.
I'm actually so you decided to not go to school at all then, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I did was I went to school for graphic design, and I should like my regret is actually going to school because I didn't even like truly use my resources, which is literally just making connections. Because I went to
Yeah.
school, I went for a 4-year degree, and it took me 7 years to get it because it just took like just life shit happened. So like the whole cycle of like friends, like I had like 3 different friend groups that all like graduated, and like I'd go back at different times, and I just feel like it didn't help me like socially at all. So I was just like, I just wasted money just to get like a degree that like at the end of the day, like this degree doesn't matter. It's your work, and like your work speaks for itself. And then past that, it's like who you work with.
I was gonna ask if you learned any like material that you actually like use daily. Like, do you use any techniques from school? Like, is there like anything that you?
I think like just the history of graphic design and learning what you like through that, but like in terms of like rhetoric or like any like styles of stuff that I've learned, not necessarily. Like some teachers were like pretty open-minded and like taught you a lot of things about like typeface and stuff, but like really it was just like you like basically make projects and then they just like critique them. Like all it was just like critique like every like week or two, and it just felt like I'm paying for this, but like it's just objectively saying like if your stuff is good or bad, and then you just like understand why what you're making is like not great.
That
but
sucks.
It kind of does suck. Like it's not.
That sucks.
Like I kind of wish I went to fashion school instead because I was really interested in that. But like there was no super cool programs at my school, and I already got accepted. So I don't know.
It's like the way you're explaining it makes it sound like you paid money to teach yourself and then get graded.
Basically.
But at least he has a degree, you know.
Yeah.
My art education was, I think, pretty useful. But that's because like maybe it is because I taught myself. Because like I felt like when I was in college, I felt like I was the only one really pushing the envelope with listening to music because I was getting a music degree, and like besides some professors, like I would have no one to talk to about like specific music I got to listen to. I feel like a lot of people just like phoned it in art school.
Oh yeah, I was one of them.
I don't know. Like it's just like you don't care. You don't find that interesting. Like I just want to talk about music 24/7. That's all I want to talk about.
Yeah,
but it wasn't really like that.
I think office hours, if you can utilize those to your professors, they have so much wisdom. I will say, like if you can really tap into like the things you're interested in. I think the problem was I was too scatterbrained in college, and now like outside of it, I have the clarity to understand like my tastes and what I like. So I think if I had that at an earlier age and wasn't stifled by like being distracted, like I basically just played RuneScape and went to art school and like fucked off all day and just wasted my whole like degree time. Like I was just like, as soon as I graduate, like I'll figure my life out, like type of thing. And it just like was not the move at all. Like I was just like, you know, am I in the driver's seat? But like, you know, that's just life. Like I learned that I was just using RuneScape as an escape, and now I do it for streaming and content creation, but it's like more aimed now. Now I do shit outside of it.
I wish I went to school for like hand-drawn art.
Yeah.
Like that was like the one thing I really excelled at in high school. I remember like my senior year, we got to do whatever we wanted in our art class. And I took literally the entire year to do this one painting of like all the members of Avenged Sevenfold, and it had like 3 or 4 layers of paint on it of all like different like complementing colors, and then I would like scrub away the paint to like make it more like graffiti-esque, I guess.
That's so cool. Do you have a picture of that? And I want to see.
I might have a picture of it somewhere. I can probably find it after this. We'll see. But like yeah, I don't know. I mean, it took me literally my entire school year, and I just, as soon as I graduated from high school, I just fucked off from drawing completely. I fell off it totally. It's either that or like I wish I went for like something cars related, because I grew up around like race cars and shit my entire childhood, but I just never like actually picked up on that, even though I did have an interest in it.
John, who is the hottest car in the Cars universe?
The hottest car in the car. I don't know anything about the Cars universe, bro, but I'm sure that there's some baddies in there.
It has to be like what's the Cars 3 one, like the one that's training Lightning McQueen for his Indy 500 or whatever the fuck he's doing. Where he's
I need to
against
look
the
it
high
up real
tech
quick.
cars.
I'm just gonna say it now. Mater.
Dude,
you know Mater's slang and ween, bro. Like it is what it is. Got that southern drawl.
Cars. The fact that I'm googling Cars 3 woman car right now. It's the yellow.
I thought you were gonna say
Cruz Ramirez.
I thought you were gonna say
Cruz
the blue
Ramirez,
Porsche.
Bro. No, bro, that's overrated, bro.
Yeah, she's mid.
She's the OG though.
Check
mid.
this out. Cruz Ramirez.
She
bro.
is kind of a cutie.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like your smile.
Dude, okay.
Gives me butterflies.
Dude, I sorry to detract from what we're saying. I ordered DoorDash just now, but like I forgot that I changed my name inside of the app. So there's this tech I learned on Twitter where they make your food better. You change your name on DoorDash to Food Critic, and they make your food better. This is some big back technology.
So you just got a notification that's like, yeah, Food Critic's order is like on the way or whatever.
Is this your first time doing that? Has it worked for you in the past?
I changed it like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't ordered DoorDash in like probably like a week and a half, maybe. Actually, no, I think I ordered it on Dragon Wild's release, so maybe 6 days ago then. So it's like a week.
If I panned my camera down to under my desk right now, you'd be fucking freaking out at the amount of DoorDash.
You see that?
Oh, I think I'm used to that.
Food Critic G.
It says
John,
T.
I think
it says T for TikTok. So I hope they packed that bowl. I got a home wrecker bowl from Moe's.
Didn't you say that there's like one place you've been ordering from where the food, or you did order from where like the
Yes, it was a Chinese restaurant. So here's the thing about the Chinese restaurant. The food is like so hit or miss because like they obviously make fried rice from like day-old rice, but sometimes the rice is burnt. So like it really is like 50-50 if it's good or not. And then like the General Tso's sauce is either like super sweet and great or it's like awful. Like it's really weird. It's just like hit or miss. But as soon as I do that, like it's like fresh every time. So like big back tech.
It might be tech.
I don't know.
It might be tech. Change your name on DoorDash to Food Critic T for TikTok.
I learned that from like a bigger streamer, but like, yeah, that's some big back technology for fat people. So
John's doing it right now.
Yeah, let me fucking pull it out, bro. beandip, do you like Indian food?
Dude, you don't know what you just asked. I'm just gonna be real with you. If there, you know how there's like weebs for Japan?
Yeah.
I am a weeb for India. I love India.
That is true. Okay, can I interject really quickly with I have a friend who lives in India. His name is Parush, and he's in like my private Discord that I have, and we were in there one day after I invited beandip to that Discord, and they talked about India for like an hour and a half just randomly, and it was so sick to see beandip just like instantly like mesh with one of like my friends from a different group, just talking about his fucking culture.
That's love.
I love. Hey, white people love culture. What can I say? You know,
that's why we steal it all the time.
Shut up.
That's why I love stealing culture. Yeah.
Dude, okay, well, to be fair, the British Raj was one of the most oppressive regimes in a while. But so basically, yes, I love Indian food and I love everything India. Like I said, I love Carnatic music. I want to learn the two languages I want to learn in life are Vietnamese because I also love Vietnam. Shout out my Vietnamers out there. I don't know if I like that. Oh yeah,
that's me, baby.
Any Vietnam vets in the chat?
That's me.
And then, dude, I think
side.
out of all the languages in India I want to learn, dude, I don't know, it's tough. I mean, obviously Hindi is what everybody says, but I'd really love to learn Punjabi. Because, like, you know, Punjabi music.
You should start tapping in.
I know. Sinferna, hit me up. Sinferna, listen,
Dude.
I'm your man.
Dude, she might give you lessons, maybe. Probably not. I think she's trying to get an internship right now for somewhere. So.
Listen, I can teach you a lot, Sinferna. You can be my intern.
It's like one time, like a year and a half ago, I ordered Popeyes from DoorDash, and like they brought my order to my door, and it wasn't Popeyes. It was actually butter chicken and some samosa.
Dude,
and that
that's
was
kind
my
of a
first
lit
time
upgrade.
Ever having like real like Indian food, and like ever since then I've been ordering butter chicken a lot. But my question to you, bro, is like, what's the next step? Like, what do I order from an Indian restaurant that's not buttered chicken as a white man? Like, what would you suggest?
So, I don't. Before I answer this, I just want to let you know, chicken tikka masala is actually a British dish. Okay. There's some interplay between Britain and India. But the next step for you probably, you probably need some mung dal. So dal is like a lentil curry.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any meat in it. And I think you would really like this focus on spices and the focus on texture. You'd be surprised how meaty Indian food can be without using food, because you know they don't use beef because Brahmin is associated with the cow. And so just giving vegetarian dishes a try, start with dal. It's Daal. Not like dal like Dahl from one of the best games ever, Borderlands 2.
Real shit. Represent. Sorry, I shouldn't have done the fist. That was
my heart goes
Bro
out
fist,
to you,
man.
Borderlands. Or get like a vegetable korma, which is usually like a more creamy sauce with like fenugreek and like coriander and sometimes a little bit of cilantro, not just the seeds. And so
Dude.
yeah, and some
Best upgrade
some
you can
veggies.
do to your spice catalog, get some gram masala. Put that in there. That upgrade.
You ever have a mango lassi?
Mango lassi is good.
Ooh, that's the
so
good shit.
creamy. But honestly, one thing that I was really surprised by Indian food was chai tea. Now, obviously, it wasn't invented in India, but like the masala chai they make, it's like you don't even need sugar. It's like tea can be bitter and yes, Alex.
Sorry. I'm thinking about all the options that I have to eat food where I was just thinking about Subway and Hardee's.
The McDonald's is an hour away. Cool.
Yeah, the only places that I have to eat in my town, Subway and Hardee's, and a Tokyo Steakhouse that doesn't actually do hibachi. They only do takeout.
Dude,
Wow.
Hardee's
But it's still the
is
same
the worst
price.
fast food restaurant I've ever been to.
It's pretty fucking good when it's only one you have, I gotta say.
It's become S tier for Alex based on convenience.
Literally, yeah. Subway, Hardee's, S+ tier.
John, is there a culture that like you're, uniquely interested in, or like something outside of Canada?
Like
Japan,
not
dude, look at his shirt.
particularly, I would say, but like I do love food and just like trying a bunch of different food, like cultural food like that. It's like I would always go like I love Asian food, really. I guess is like my answer to that. But like I don't like sushi, which kind of sucks, bro. Like I'm not in for like fishy fish. Like I'm not down for that. But I don't know. Like I went to a ramen place recently. Like I love matcha, dude. I've been on a matcha kick, hella.
It is
I just recently tried
bought like a
matcha.
tea set, bro, because
Yeah.
I don't want to spend $14 on a oat milk matcha latte every time I leave the house. So
Yeah, I
like,
know.
it's for sure been my obsession, bro. Is matcha. It's
Yeah,
so
matcha's
fucking good.
Tapping in.
the way they make it's like super interesting.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I read about it, but like it's like pretty involved. And like I guess the matcha you get like in America generally is like a watered down version of it,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
fine. It's still good. I don't care.
It's like I'd go into a tea shop and like I order a matcha and the woman pulls out a ceremonial bowl and whisk, and it's like that's when you know you're getting the real
Dude,
the real
oh
matcha,
yeah, and
bro.
it's like pure like dark green.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, dude, that shit. I need
Yeah.
that.
Like good
So fucking
shit.
good.
Yeah, I could fuck with a Dr. Pepper from Hardee's.
You can get a chai tea frappe from McDonald's. Only an hour away, bro.
Yeah, hour away.
McDonald's an hour away.
It's like it's not even worth the gas to go get McDonald's, bro. It sucks.
Dude, my mom was like working in town, so an hour away yesterday, and she told me before she left for work, and I was like, so you're bringing home something awesome for dinner because you'll have cool choices? And she was like, yeah. I was like, maybe Chinese, because that would be fucking awesome.
That'd be lit.
She's like, okay, yeah. And then I fucking, like, I took a nap last night after fucking editing and shit. And then I woke up, I went into the kitchen and look at the fridge. There's nothing in there. She did not bring home anything. And my disappointment was truly immeasurable.
Dude, I
I'm
bet you
so
were going
sad.
to bed thinking you're about to eat so good.
I did.
When you
I was
woke
like,
up.
I was literally, my thought before I fell asleep was, I'm going to take a nap so I can time travel to the good food. And
That's
it's just,
so
there's nothing
sad,
that didn't
bro.
exist.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you're like a dog. No
Yeah.
offense.
It's like going to bed early on Christmas Eve so you can wake up
And there's no fucking presents,
open
bro.
presents and there's no presents. Yeah. It's fucked up.
Dude,
Oh,
put
one more thing I gotta
Alex in the put Alex in the kill shelter, bro.
I turned 30 in 2 months.
Dude,
Bitching
we gotta
about
take it to
this.
the kill. Okay, one thing I want to add, John. You need to lock in on going to an Asian country. Any southeastern or like southern Asian country, you gotta go. I'm telling you, bro. Go on Google Maps. Just do this. You screen share. Go on Google Maps. The first pin you drop in a city, no one's wearing shoes, bro. It's amazing. They're all wearing sandals. They're just beautiful and free, and just the spirit of it. I mean, it's amazing, really. Like I feel like people say eyes are the window to the soul, but I disagree. I think it's their feet. Not that I have a foot fetish, but
I think someone
Noble.
should pay for all of us to go to Japan and do pull-ups on a cherry blossom tree.
Dude.
Personally,
I think we'll be shot.
Yeah, we'll probably die.
Yeah, it's like going to Japan is like one of my biggest goals in life, I think.
Dude, go to Vietnam instead. You'll have a way better time.
Dude, no, because I need to go to the fucking Pokemon Center like store, bro.
Dude,
like the big ass fucking Pokemon Center shopping area.
I think you gotta go to Japan at least once, though.
Did I say Pokimane? Fuck. Think about how much better the Pokemon games would have been if Timothy McVeigh went to. Never mind.
Timothy Chalamet went to what?
John probably doesn't know that lore. A week ago was the anniversary of the Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh,
thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Oh, great, cool, man.
Good news. Always being brought to you by Beandip.
Yeah.
You know, I think there might still be cherry blossom trees in bloom around my neighborhood, because like I think a long time ago, like Japan like imported a bunch of cherry trees to be planted here, and like they bloom for like 2 weeks every year, and it's like just the most beautiful thing ever. Yeah, there's like a cherry blossom garden that I like really want to go to and like take pictures at, because it's like so beautiful. Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
So nice.
I feel like
gotta come up to Canada one of these days.
On Japan too much, you know.
I mean, like, yeah, but I think it's also just like a popular
choice.
It's like,
yeah, it's a popular like culture, you know, especially with like the rise in popularity. This is gonna sound so gay, but like the rise in popularity of like anime and stuff in recent years is a big contributor, 100 million%. It's just how it be, bro. That and the really hot Japanese ASMR women that lull me to sleep.
Can I say something here? Yeah. I think anything that's popular in pop culture, Beandip just hates.
Dude.
Yeah, that's true.
You're literally just like contrarian just to be that guy to be like, actually, Japan is fucking cringe. Yes. Go to Vietnam and get some real culture. White person.
Yeah.
Dude,
try going to North Korea.
Yeah,
loser.
Go to North Korea and see if you have a good time, buddy. Well, it's way better.
Dude,
you know, and you're not even my only friend that does that. One of my other friends, he fucking does not choose to do or pick like any popular characters in games or play any popular games or anything like that, because fucking he like when he was a kid, all of his brothers would like choose the popular characters and stuff, so he just grew up hating all the popular shit, and it's just like part of his personality now.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, dude, after using one of my pastimes is I like to go on Google Maps and just look at the world anywhere I can, everywhere. And not look at people's feet in Asian countries, especially Southeastern Asian
Going
countries.
on Google Street View so I can see
but
feet.
After using Google Maps so much, I've realized, like, dude, all the popular spots, like, they're great, and I'm not going to diminish it, but there are especially China, dude. China is the most underrated country for Westerners to visit, I think. Has to be.
Yeah.
Has to
be.
That's
a good take. Maybe. That's a good take.
Everybody's like, well, you don't have any freedom. How are you can't even go to. Yes, you can, bro.
That's because all Americans hate China.
Dude, like, to speak to any Chinese American or Chinese person, they'll tell you, be like, yeah, like, well, there's some bad things China does, but I mean, like.
Guys, we have anime too. Sorry.
Dude, yeah, isn't Dragon Ball Chinese?
Dude, I don't know.
I never watched it.
This might sound a little bad, but I can't watch Chinese anime, bro.
Can I go take a shit?
It just doesn't.
Dude,
yeah, it's like we can honestly just wrap it up.
Yeah, dude, Jon Mp4.
We all gotta take shits, guys.
Yeah, gracing us.
I'm just hungry.
Let me ask you one last question before we wrap it up. To any future editors, from one of the greatest editors for most of the people in the OSRS section and outside of it, do you have any last advice for anybody who maybe wants to start editing?
I do
have
advice for people who want to start editing. I think you should just start. I think you should like go to your favorite streamer's VOD, download it, and make a video out of it. Because like that's kind of what I did, and that's how like I don't know. It just there's so much to be learned by just doing. Like you can do all the research you want and like watch all the videos you want, but like if you're not editing and doing stuff and learning and figuring out what works for you, then there's like not really a point. You know what I mean? You just got to get going. Go do it. Bro. Yeah, you got it. And maybe the streamer is gonna love the video, bro. Send it to them. That's it. That's all I have to say,
Yeah.
bro.
There's your advice,
Banger.
Mr. Jon Mp4. Thank you for coming on the
Mr. Jon
podcast.
Mp4. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right, guys. Bye. Make sure you sub to the Patreon. We love you.
Send me a picture of your
Subscribe.
feet.
Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe. And if you're watching this on Spotify, rate the podcast so we can rank higher than the other people who have the same name
Yeah,
as
we're
our
gonna
podcast.
kill Joe Rogan in the podcast list. We're gonna kill Joe
That
Rogan
guy in the ratings.
in the podcasting game.
Okay, bye guys. Love you. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
You're the best.
Bye.